Dear all, I'd like to say, first of all, congratulations, because HUI is 2 years old. So happy birthday to HUI. It was incorporated on the 1st of October of 2020, the COVID year. Currently, I'm in Calabria, in Lamezia Terme, which is a very, very poor city. And I'm trying to investigate the waste industry. I just saw a place where they're producing parts for shredders. They're shredding tires. I'm trying to see how much change. You know, there are many rumors going about Italy, rumors, and some are real, about how the waste industry works here. And you know, I would never mention the name of the place I'm in, of the waste place I'm in, but you know, it's pretty dire. It's poor. It needs help. So basically, I read that Italy is the biggest recipient of the EU funds. So it's not only the JTF one, but in general, the funding is massive to Italy. It will be amounting to up to 75 billion, and they are dividing it into three parts: into the richer regions, which where they'll be, you know, doing all the cool stuff, like educating women and empowering women, and you know, like focusing on you know, like just ecology and so on, right? And then there are the like middle regions, and then there are the most impoverished regions, like this. This is Calabria, and most of the money of the 75 or 76 billion is going to the south of Italy, and Calabria is one of the provinces, one of the regions of Italy. I'm trying to stay in the shade. It's still extremely hot here, but it's getting very difficult for these people. You see, the prices of their energy quadrupled. Funny enough, oil prices are still cheap. I mean, are I would say acceptable. Nothing like in England, and cheaper than Poland as well. But electricity prices are so high that recycling companies, for example, you know, people who shred tires and sell them to football fields and other people. They just can't afford to run their machines. So I just was at a factory where we're basically only one machine out of many was working, because they just say, you know, what we are paid for doesn't the business model doesn't work. Suddenly it stopped working. So they have a new government in place, which maybe we'll do something about it, maybe not. But they are not in the greatest moods, I have to say. So what is important to know is that Italy is the largest recipient of the EU funds, and it's not only the Just Transition Fund. There are other funds for multiple purposes, not just for ecology, but also for education. But I believe, I'll just, you know, show you a little bit. I believe that this region, this is my weekend. This region just needs help badly, and Italy will be granted 75 billion euros until 2027. And 46 billion, nearly 46 billion, will go to the most impoverished in Italy, which is the south. And I'm in the south now. you know, it's actually very funny. It's a 45-minute flight. It's actually a 7-hour train ride if you choose if you're lucky, because trains are always late here. So I was very unlucky, and it took me 7 hours to get here from Rome. And it's a totally different world. You see, we truly live in a bubble. I mean, in Rome, yeah, you see some waste, and you know, but basically everybody is well off, right? And then you just come a little bit south down, and you see people living like yeah, like not in the greatest condition, I would say.